What's going on, guys? It's Greg Eyes, and welcome to our last video of the year of 2021, closing it out with one of my favorite videos that we do all year long. This is top head releases of 2021. So a reminder of how this works. This is fan voted by you guys on Instagram. We have no say. This is just 100% the fan votes. We have over 1,000 votes on this. We put it on Instagram. This is only heads released in 2021. Some fun facts about the heads released in 2021. There were 13 total heads that had releases this year. That is probably down from a normal year a little bit. I think COVID and the pandemic may have delayed some releases for some companies. So 13, probably down from what's normally like 18 to 20 head releases. There were no goalie heads. There was a face-off head. And of those 13 heads, there were 8 brands. So it's really cool to see 8 brands. 2 of them released their first head ever. We actually released no heads in 2021. So a little spoiler, a little teaser, that probably means we have new heads to release in 2022. Nothing from ECD, so we're normally not in this vote anyway to keep it as unbiased as possible. But this year that was really easy because we didn't have any heads to go into the voting. So here in this envelope, I've got the top heads of 2021. At the end, I'm actually gonna give out 2 awards, something we don't normally do that are separate from the vote. Top heads of 2021, let's open it up and see what you guys voted for. Coming in at number 5 is the Warrior Burn XP-O, getting just over 7% of the vote, just barely nudged out the STX Hammer 900 to make the top 5, get that number 5 spot. Here's the Burn XP-O. We've got reviews for all these heads. I think we reviewed 100% of the heads that came out this year, so you can check those out at the link in the description. New offensive head from Warrior, bunch of PLO guys using it. We'll probably see it a lot in 2022. Comes in at number 5, just barely nudging out the Hammer 900. Coming in at number 4 is the STX Hyperpower, their refresh of the power line, with just over 10% of the vote. You're gonna see guys like Will Manny, Marcus Holman, they just posted some of their college athletes are gonna be using the Hyperpower. I thought a big improvement over the Ultra Power, just kind of dialed in all those details. So number 4 this year, voted by you guys, is the STX Hyperpower. Coming in number 3 for this year is the STX Stallion 900 with just over 15% of the votes. The Stallion has been a mainstay in the STX line since right after I graduated college. Newest iteration brings some new and subtle updates. So number 3 is the Stallion 900. Coming in number 2 is the Nike L3, newest update to their Lakota line. This got just over 17% of the votes, so didn't beat the Stallion 900 by much. I honestly thought, if you would ask me when this survey started, that this was gonna be the number 1 head. I think they did a really good job with it. People love the Lakota line. Comes in at number 2, just behind number 1, and coming in at the number 1 spot with over 30% of the votes, so almost doubling up the second place, is the Maverick Optic 3.0. Update to their attack head, ultra lightweight. The Optic was one of the first heads that put Maverick on the map. They're on the 3.0 version of it. Nice subtle updates, really crushed it with 30% of the vote. I think that Maverick has taken number 1 in a couple years in the past with the Kinetic maybe, and possibly the previous Optic. So Maverick has a great track record in this vote. I think the Lakota also does. So those are 2 top performing heads every year when they release the new iteration. So coming in number 1, over 30% of the vote, Maverick Optic 3. And this year I want to give out an honorable mention award for the most innovative. So these are 2 heads that are from brand new companies, their first heads ever. You guys know, we started from nothing in a bedroom, released our first head back in 2016 with the Mirage. It wasn't perfect, but for a lacrosse company to make its first head is a really big step. And so you've got 2 companies with great missions. Number 1, the Relax Co. Game Changer, with the mission of using more sustainable recycled plastics for lacrosse heads, their first head ever. And you have the 5 Co. Lax Clone. Their mission is to make stringing more accessible. So as opposed to strings, you've got these pegs. I did full reviews on these. I just really wanted to acknowledge them for their innovation, their great missions within lacrosse, and also just congratulations for brand new lacrosse companies releasing their first heads, a big milestone, and I'm sure it's only up for here for these guys. So thanks for watching, guys. We've got a ton of great content planned for 2022, as well as, like I mentioned, maybe some head releases. Stay tuned. So like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.